Hi friends, it's your buddy Matt, the global ergonomist and ergo coach. Welcome to another Strong Qigong here on the breezy intracoastal waterway of North Florida, outside my hometown of St. Augustine, where I grew up. Today's class was a fun one. I hope you enjoy it. It was a little more of a martial arts feel. We did some really cool moves that I'll get to in a moment, but first, I always want to remind you that we do our cool visualizations. We started out with sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath. That's the one that gets the dopamine flowing. Then we go to a classic Qigong meditation known as cleansing the inner body, preparing us for all that follows. From there, we go into blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, the cauldron of the mind, and the cauldron of the body, all three cauldron. From there, then we get into our routine. And today we started from the yang style with boxing both ears, if you recall that one. From boxing both ears, we went into the single leg Shaolin punch. Now we borrowed that from Shaolin Temple, Europe. It's one of their warm-ups. Another one we did, which is also a warm-up of theirs, is the Shaolin punch from side to side, east to west, we like to say in Strong Qigong. And then we went into our classic Baduanjin Shaolin punch from the 8 brocades. From there, we finished up with a more aggressive form, the Shaolin punch with the elbow, kind of a pile driver move. So I hope you enjoy this one. It's a little more aggressive, a little more fun. Don't forget to subscribe, hit your like button, notification bell, all the things that make the algorithm behave. And we'll keep bringing more Strong Qigong. And we'll begin, as always, with our visualizations, our mind work, as we were talking a little bit earlier. And all of these processes that we practice have a function, have a reason. And the first one we start is to get the mind sharpened, just like that samurai sword. So we begin with sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath. First, we simply slow the breath down. Long, slow, deep, silent breaths, deep, slow, quiet, even breaths are how we start to shift our autonomic nervous system towards rest and digest. That's your forebrain, your prefrontal cortex, taking the wheel of your brain stem, where your autonomic nervous system is, and adjusting the cruise control down, slowing it down, getting yourself into a safe speed, so to speak. As you breathe in that manner, taking deep, slow, quiet, even breaths, long and slow, deep and silent, now you're ready to focus and sharpen. And that is what we call sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath. You start to focus on every breath cycle, recognizing there's an inhale and there's an exhale, or what we like to say playfully in Strong Qigong, a yin-hale and a yang-hale. Our goal is to extend the yang-hale. We do this by an ancient martial arts practice of pursed lips, inhaling through the nose, pursing the lips, blowing through a straw, and controlling that exhale. Make it a little longer. Remember, you have reserve capacity in the bottom lobes of your lungs that coincide with 2 floating ribs that are not attached to your rib cage. So at the bottom of every breath, you think you're out, you're not. Squeeze, a little more air out, puff, a little more air out. And you notice the next inhale through the nose is much deeper. So as we always say, the key to taking a deep breath is not how much we draw in. The key to taking a deep breath is how much we puff out at the bottom of every breath. As we do so, we use this classic visualization. Your mind represents something that was passed down to you through generations. We use the tool of the samurai sword. And that tool needs polishing, needs sharpening, needs to be passed down when you integrate and interact with others as well in your peaceful, calm state. We use this visualization to draw that blade across the stone of our breath. So as we inhale, yin-hale, we tip the blade to one side and we focus on where that blade meets the stone. We get to the end of the inhale, we turn the blade over and we push it from us. On the other side, until we get to the end of the exhale, we turn the blade, we pull it to us, I should say. We exhale and we push it from us, always flipping the blade. As we do so, this represents our mind on the stone of the breath. We begin to focus further. This is the key of the visualization and meditation. Focus on the flipping of the blade. Focus on the infinitesimal moment where your out-breath changes to in-breath, your in-breath changes back to out-breath. Look for those infinitesimal, fleeting moments at the end of every exhale, at the end of every inhale, and sharpen your mind on the stone of the breath. You're inviting your central nervous system to sharpen, to sprinkle your forebrain, prefrontal cortex with dopamine. This is the pursuit and reward molecule. You're focusing there, sharpening the mind with every breath, every extended yang-hale, every deep ensuing inhale. And after you've done a few more of those, if your eyes were closed, beautiful. And when you feel ready, you can invite your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open, just as a butterfly might leave a flower. Which brings us to our warm-ups. We always start with yoga neck roll, where we calibrate everything. We take a deep breath in, our head floats like that balloon on a string. We purse those lips, we slowly let the air out of the balloon. The chin drops to the chest. When we inhale again, we inhale and sweep one ear past one shoulder. We exhale with pursed lips across the chest. Inhale, opposite ear past opposite shoulder. Exhale, pursed lips across the chest. Inhale, ear past shoulder. And continue in this manner, making a big letter U with your head. What you're doing is calibrating all of these structures together. Your diaphragm is now moving in concert with your inner ear. Your semicircular canals, everything moving and getting calibrated with each other. Beautifully done. Your interoception, your body sense that tells you you're taking these breaths. Your proprioception, your position sense, is all moving in concert. It's a beautiful place to start. In the upper dantian, the seat of wisdom and compassion. And on your next exhale, you can pause, the chin at the chest, inhale the chin upright as we work into our upper respiratory sinus, our shoulder girdle. We loop them forward with every inhale, bring them up around back, then squeeze them downward with every exhale to complete the loop. Continue to breathe in this manner, looping them forward and upward with every inhale, squeezing downward and backward with every exhale. Looping those shoulder blades in concert with your breath. And like me, if your knees just naturally engage, let them, and enjoy the rise and fall of your shoulder blades with your knees, floating and melting. Well done. The next time your shoulders drop, cross your wrists with gentle fists and begin to loop back with your elbows, crossing wrists, inhaling back, and continuing in this manner. Well done. Big loops with every breath, the elbows striking backward in both directions. The next time your hands drop, open the palms up, crossing wrists, and make big circles with the arms. Same breath, inhaling, crossing wrists, exhaling out and down. And if you want to open your chest to the sky and look upward, even better, make it a postural move as well as you inhale. And exhale down. And after you've done a few more of these, you can cross wrists at the bottom with gentle fists and throw a few more of those elbow loops in. Just like that. Well done. And then finish where you started. Roll those shoulder girdles again. Loop forward and upward, squeeze downward and backward. Beautifully done. On your next exhale, when your shoulders drop, you can pause, turn your trunk, eye one palm and begin to scoop and toss behind you from side to side. The eyes follow hand, the hand follows breath, and the breath follows mind. So if you can calibrate your breath easily, simply inhale palm up and exhale it down behind you from side to side. As you do so, notice your turn in trunk, notice your shift in weight, your whole body is engaging. And as we did earlier, you simply begin to make gentle fists and elbow roll backward, big circles, side to side. Well done. And then after a few of these elbow rolls, you roll back into those shoulder girdles. Now each one independent of the other. Big backward loops. Turning your trunk, shifting your weight. Well done. You'll notice you're ready to go right down the respiratory sinus into ragdoll. So simply let the arms flail from the body. Shifting weight, turning trunk. Well done. From ragdoll, we go right into another classic, the pellet drum. When you feel ready, simply begin to slap or tap the top of the opposite shoulder. Let your backhand simply tap against your hip. Beautifully done. And then at the top of the shoulder, begin to slap or tap the top of your chest, up around your collarbone where it's safe. After you've slapped or tapped the top of your chest, drop to those floating ribs at the bottom of your rib cage. After you've done the floating ribs a couple of times, drop to the hips. We've got the upper half of the body warmed up. We're ready to work on the lower dantian. We invite our hands to float to our hips, begin those big hula hoops we know and love so well. We call stirring the bowl in strong qigong. Big loops. And whichever direction you chose is fine, because you know you're going to unwind what you've wound. You simply pause and begin to loop in the opposite direction. Like holding that bell of a wine glass, swirling that little bit of wine around in the bottom of the glass. Well done. Stirring the bowl. Then we invite our center of gravity to settle within our base of support, and we widen that base of support just an inch or two so that you can drop down into Mabu. You should be able to bounce comfortably like you're riding a horse in an old Western. The horse riding stance. For the Great Bear swings, we take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we turn our shoulders and sweep down with pursed lips. We inhale up, and then we exhale, controlling that exhale all the way across. Inhale up. As we change direction, you can rest your hands anywhere on your thighs that's comfortable. As you inhale and rise, exhale and fall. The Great Bear swings from side to side. Well done. On your next exhale down, remain in horse stance, pause at the bottom. Inhale the trunk back upright and begin shifting weight on a figure 8. So you rock from one foot to the other. And as you change direction, you round that corner on each side, keeping your trunk upright. So your 3 dantian float and rest on one another while you rock the boat on Matanzas River here in North Florida or on Lake Junaluska in the mountains on a beautiful moonlit night. Beautifully done. After you've done a few more of these, invite yourself to pause in the middle, shift weight to one foot, raise the opposite toe. Then shift to the other foot, raise the other toe. Go back and forth like this, keeping your dantian on top of one another. Raise the toe as we just strengthen and warm up the lower part of the body. Beautifully done. No fancy name for this one. This is just one they all do in Tai Chi, Qigong, and Shaolin martial arts. Finally, settle in the middle, and you can bring your base of support back into shoulder width. Well done. We finish up by shifting weight to one foot, raise the opposite heel, loop the knee. And as you do, your ankle and foot follow along obediently. Whichever direction you chose is fine. Simply pause and loop in the opposite direction. Then we take weight through that foot, raise the opposite heel, loop the knee, ankle and foot follow along obediently. Pause to unwind what you've wound, opposite direction. When you're ready, invite yourself to settle back into the middle. We're warmed up except for the wrist, hands, and forearms. You remember your Lao Gong points. When you make a fist, raise all fingers except middle. Where the middle meet the palm is the Lao Gong points, the important energy centers. And we use them for our next visualization, the classic, known as cleansing the inner body. As we take a deep breath in, we exhale and let our hands, Lao Gong points, melt down. When we inhale, we roll wrists. Inhale up to the heart center and exhale down to the body center, the two dantian. We do this in this manner, and if your knees involve themselves, enjoy that. Let them do so. Finally, we engage. As we breathe between the middle dantian and the lower dantian, we engage the upper dantian, and this is where the visualization, the meditation takes place. So if you can do so comfortably with eyes closed, you might invite them to close to get the full power of your own personal visualization, imagination, concentration, and meditation. And the next time your palms rise, you imagine a glowing mist formed in the core of the earth. And as you inhaled, you drew it up through your body, through the soles of your feet, through the trillions of cells of your inner body to collect in that upper dantian. When you go to exhale, that glowing mist forms a glowing cloud in the upper dantian. That forms a glowing rain in the upper dantian. And as you exhale down, that glowing rain washes down those trillions of cells through the soles of your feet and back into the earth. So this classic visualization is breathing into and out from the earth. With every inhale, a glowing golden mist rises. With every exhale, a glowing golden rain falls, washing the inner body, known as cleansing the inner body in the ancient Asian literature. And this is to get us ready for all that follows. So the next time your hands rise, invite them to pause at heart height in the hugging stance we know and love so well as stand like tree, where we take inventory of our alignment in this meditative pose. So if you can do so with eyes closed, invite them to close. As you take inventory, our long neck and light head stretches upward, floating. Our heavy tail and heavy shoulders melt downward. Between them, our spine gently stretches with every breath. This is known as the string of pearls in the ancient Asian literature. Our hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging a long-lost loved one. Our feet are parallel in a firm-rooted stance like a mighty oak. Our three energy centers rest peacefully on one another as if we carefully selected, gathered, balanced, and stacked three perfectly smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. And with soft knees and soft belly, soft breath and soft gaze, or best of all, eyes closed, we feel the echoes of our warm-ups from head to toe, from the yoga neck roll, through the shoulder rolls, through the ragdoll, down into stirring the bowl in the great bear swings. We see it and feel it coursing through us. This powerful visualization is all part of Tai Chi and Qigong. As we invite our hands to take the slow journey downward, our thumbs cross over the belly button, finding their destination, and the hands and fingers rest below in what's known lovingly as the lower dantian, the seat of Qi energy, the cauldron of the body. And through closed eyes and pursed lips, as if we're blowing through a straw, we imagine and visualize blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the body, and as we do, we delight in the growing, glowing light as the embers respond to every extended exhale. And with each deep ensuing inhale, we draw that golden light up until we begin to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, the middle dantian, the seat of compassion and emotion. We blow on the embers of both cauldron, delighting in the growing, glowing light as it fills our inner galaxy with that golden light and spills beyond the inner galaxy and bathes the space between us with light, warm, silken chi energy. And may your body be strong, and may your heart be calm. And if your eyes are closed, enjoy it a moment longer as your hands begin a slow journey downward, melting to your side, only inviting your eyes when you feel ready to slowly, gently flutter open, just as a butterfly might leave a flower. Welcome back. We step now into the center of our little boat, and the hand on this side of the room or screen makes a gentle fist that floats before the heart. The hand on this side covers it, and together we take a deep breath in and straighten. We slowly exhale and bow to one another in a gesture of mutual respect. And when we inhale ourselves back up in gratitude for this tradition, when we exhale, the hands melt down. When we inhale again, we inhale them up overhead till they're an inch apart, the Lao Gong points facing each other. As we exhale down our center line, this is centering the chi where we begin and end. We do it again, this time in the Shaolin manner. We inhale until our palms and Lao Gong points meet each other. We exhale only as far as the middle dantian, the heart center. When we inhale, elbows rise and wrists straighten. When we exhale, the hands melt down and we are ready. We step out into our little boat again. We unlock both knees, and this time when we inhale, the hands up an inch apart, Lao Gong points facing each other. We slowly exhale down and invite the knees and hands to follow the rhythm of our breath. So with every exhale, we melt down. With every inhale, we float upward towards the sky. This is syncing the chi, and remember, this is where you decide, you calibrate your movement. Your goal is only to keep those three smooth river rocks resting peacefully on one another. Beautifully done. You decide how high you feel like reaching. You decide how low you feel like going. Well done. Now the next time your hands drop, pause at the bottom and then inhale them extended in front of you up to heart height, and then exhale down and begin breathing in this manner. We know this is opening the door. Formal move in the formal Tai Chi and Qigong routines. We're rising and falling, calibrating our breath. Beautifully done. The next time your hands rise, invite them to pause in front of you and make two gentle fists opposite one another. Shift weight to one foot, T step in, and then bow step back into bow stance. So you have a nice width between the knees on two planes. You've got these two gentle fists. When you go to inhale, you drop them. You loop around, and when you go to exhale, you punch forward where you began, doing it again, inhaling to the back foot, exhaling to the front. In the yang form of Tai Chi, this is known as boxing both ears. Inhaling, back foot, exhaling, front. Boxing both ears. Well done. Now, the next time you lunge forward with your exhale, bring the back foot up forward to your center stance. Hold and shift to the other foot. T-step, bow step back. Get into your bow stance. When you're ready, inhale, loop, exhale, lunge forward. Boxing both ears, east and west. Well done. Feels so good. Inhale deeply, exhale completely through pursed lips. The next time your fists loop forward, Bring that back foot forward again and pause. Shift weight to one foot and bring the knee up and the fist. Once you've adopted this pose, inhale to center and switch. Exhale as you punch. Inhale to center. Exhale and punch. Rise on that foot. Make your transition as smooth as you can. This is a form of the Shaolin punch borrowed from the Shaolin Temple Europe. This is one of their warm-ups. It's actually a lot more elaborate than this. We've simplified it just so we can challenge our balance. Following our breath, inhaling to center, exhale and punch. A variation of the Shaolin punch. We're going to do a few more variations in just a moment. So on this next one, return to center with your fists right at your hips. For the Shaolin punch to the side, we'll take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, you turn and punch to the east, then inhale back, exhale, punch to the west. And continue to control the movement. As you inhale to center, you exhale to side. Beautifully done. Just another variation of the Shaolin punch. This one also borrowed from Shaolin Temple Europe, part of their warm-ups. Well done. Always inhale to center, always exhale to side. On your next return to center, pause for the classic Shaolin punch. This is the way I was taught. You take a deep breath in. As you exhale, the fist on one side comes out in front of you as you drop down. When you inhale again, you draw it back to the hip. You exhale the other hand out. Now, there's a few wrinkles here we'll do in sequence. As you inhale to center, you exhale, push in front of you. Now the classic form is you tighten this arm up as you push out, soften everything as you return. So tighten the fist, tighten the arm, soften the fist, soften the arm. As you draw back, you're pushing out yang energy, you're drawing back yin energy. Now here's the final wrinkle. You stare angrily at the fist as you push out, then soften your face as you draw back. These are part of the components of the classic Shaolin punch. Beautifully done. Now there's another version, there's a yang version, and all you do differently is it's fist palm down and then wrap as you return, as if you're grabbing a rope and drawing that yin energy back. Fist out, tight and firm, draw back softly. Beautiful. Two versions of Shaolin punch in the classic Ba Dua Jin, the 8 brocades. Well done. And then finally we'll finish up with probably the most aggressive version in the Tai Chi traditions. Those are the Chen versions. And this one involves simply dropping down with an elbow. So it looks like this. And then you inhale up, switch sides, elbow down. Try it as high or as low as you can go. Beautifully done. The Shaolin punch in 3 different versions, actually 5. We did a bunch of different ones. Beautifully done. When you're ready, on this next one, you can simply drop your hands, find your center, sync your chi. Well done. Float and melt in concert with your breath. Inhale and rise. Exhale and fall. The next time your hands drop, pause at the bottom. Inhale them in front of you like before. Open the door. as you prepare to land this plane. The next time your hands rise, invite them to spread wide and stand like tree. So, with long neck and light head floating upward, our heavy shoulders and heavy tail melt downward. Between them, our spine gently stretches with every breath, pulling in both directions in the string of pearls. Our hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging a long-lost loved one. Our feet are parallel in a firm, rooted stance like a mighty oak on a mountaintop in the Blue Ridge. Our three energy centers rest peacefully on one another as if we carefully selected, balanced, and stacked three smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. And with soft knees and soft belly, soft breath and soft gaze, or best of all, eyes closed, we feel the echoes of the chi we stirred. We see the dance in our mind's eye. We choose our favorites. We enjoy the show as our hands begin the final journey downward, till our thumbs cross once again over our belly button, our folded fingers warming on the cauldron of the body as we extend every exhale, blowing on the embers through closed eyes and pursed lips of the cauldron of the heart and the cauldron of the body, filling the inner galaxy with light, and with each deep ensuing inhale, drawing that light upward to gratefully begin blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the mind, the home of this beautiful inward show, of our own visualization, imagination, concentration, and meditation. We blow on the embers of all three cauldrons, filling the inner galaxy with the brightest light yet. It spills beyond our inner galaxy. It bathes the space between us. It spills beyond the space between us. It bathes the world around us. It spills beyond the world around us. And it bathes life itself in light, warm, silken chi energy. May your body stay strong, and may your heart stay calm, and may your mind stay sharp, and may your spirit stay free. Yi Dao, Qi Dao, which means where the mind goes, Qi follows. So please, choose intentionally, choose peacefully, choose wisely. Beautifully done. And if eyes are closed, enjoy it a moment longer as your hands melt to your side, only inviting your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open as a butterfly might leave a flower. We finish our journey by stepping back into the middle of our little boat, inhaling the hands up till they're an inch apart, Lao Gong points facing each other, slowly exhaling down as promised at the beginning. So the hand on this side of your room or screen makes the gentle fist. The hand on this side covers it, and together we take a deep breath in to straighten. We slowly exhale and bow, and you give yourselves a round of applause for being the light you made in the world today. Share it with others. Thank you so much.